What's going on, legend? It's Ed and Saddles here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how our clients are building a 30 to 50K per month video business in less than 20 hours a week using one funnel, two offers, and a lean team. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably skeptical. Who am I? In this video, I'm going to break down. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just going to share with you what's working right now. And at the end of this video, we're going to make a very simple invitation. If you want us to help you build this system, you can wait to the end or you can jump ahead to the end of this video. But in this video, I want to break down and show you what's working right now, because right now there is a new shift when it comes to building a video business. But before we jump into it, I want to talk about very clearly who this is for and who it's not for. So right now, I'm going to be very clear with you. If you are just in the early days of your video business, you're a hobbyist, what we call a hobbyist, you're still playing around with your camera, you're shooting weddings, or you're filming just on a side gig, this is not really for you. This is for someone who's looking to build a video agency and build a video business that provides for their lifestyle, builds a great life for them. If you're a hobbyist, love you, keep watching our content, and one day this will be the right fit for you. The second thing is, this is not for hustlers. If you are addicted to chaos and you think that working harder is the only way to create true freedom, make more money in your business, this is not for you. This is not for people who love working 60 plus hours a week. If you're currently working 60 plus hours a week and you reduce it, it would be for you, but it's not for someone who wants to be a hustler. If that's you, I love you, but this is not for you. So let's be clear on who this is for, because it's for a specific person. If you love and care more about taking more profit home than just revenue and celebrating doing a 50K month and only taking 10K profit, if you care about more about profit, this is for you. If you want to build a business that works around your life, not a life around your business, if you want to travel more, if you want to have more freedom, flow, and have that freedom within your business that you deserve or you desire, then this is for you. This is also for people who want to actually get client results. If you're currently not getting clients results, but you have this desire to help your customers and help your clients, and you want to see them win, and you see them winning as a way as you winning, this is for you. If you actually care about your customers, then this is for you. And the last one, if you're missing the fun and the creativity within your business, and maybe you've been doing your video business for a few years right now and you lost that creative spark and you want to find that back, you want to get back into being more creative and do some more of your creative passions and projects, this is for you. Because when you build the right business model, this business and the way that we build businesses and the new way is going to help you have that fun and creativity again, which is something that I know when I started my very first business, I lost it within the first 2 years, and I know what it feels like not to have it. If you can have more fun and creativity, you're going to build a business that you enjoy and actually want to continue doing. So let's talk about how this model came about, because you're probably a bit skeptical now and not knowing who I am. If you've never met me before, I want to share a bit of my background and how I got here, because it didn't start in the traditional way. Where this model actually came from is when I started in 2016. So in 2016, this is actually a photo of me working at a petrol station. Now, I used to work at a petrol station as an assistant store manager and a store manager, and I used to drive Uber on the weekends. Now, up until 2016, I was 21 at the time. I had failed at uni. I had no idea what I wanted to do as a career path. And then I started watching Peter McKinnon and Casey Neistat on YouTube. And there's a camera up behind me somewhere. That is one of my very first cameras. I actually got a Canon 80D, which is the exact same setup as not Peter McKinnon, as Casey Neistat. And that's how I got into it. And as I was working at a petrol station, because I had this desire to build something, and I didn't know at the time it was going to be a video business. Fast forward to 2017, when I actually started my very first video business, I met a business partner. And my business partner was actually the guy who was the main filming guy in my first video business. And I was very grateful, because I had come from no background in film school. I had no understanding of how to film videos other than watching YouTube videos. But I had this desire and this goal of building a business to provide for my life. So what I did is I started getting really addicted into the marketing and the sales and the business side of things when I started to learn about this. Because in the first year, I had honestly no idea what I was doing. I was throwing shit at the wall. And somehow within this period of time, we had built a 15 to 20K a month video business up until 2019. Now, getting to this point here, I want to share between these two photos, because there's a really important thing that happened here, because things didn't go as perfectly as I had planned. At the end of the start of 2019, I actually came to a point where I hit rock bottom and I had to sell the business or it was sold. And when I say sold, I had to sell to my business partner because my business partner and I had a misalignment and vision of where we're going. The business model that I wanted to build was more hustle, more growth, more money, more systems, more things, more team. And my business partner at the time didn't want to do that. And I actually ended up selling the business to him. Now, where I was at this time was at a part where I was burnt out and I was absolutely exhausted. So I decided the day that I sold my business, which was February of 2019, that I was going to go not on a sabbatical, but a bit of time off and find myself. And I realized on that day is I wanted to move states. Now, where I was is in Bendigo, Victoria. I decided to move to the other side of Australia to Perth. And this is where the birth of my new video business started. Now, when I first got to Perth, something happened. I realized from my previous business model, I did not enjoy that version because I was working 7 days a week and I was taking $500 a week home. I was burnt out. The business looked on paper successful to my clients. We had great clients. We were doing great projects, but the profit was not there. I was not taking money home and I was not having great success in my personal finances as the business was. And hey, you might be able to relate to that in some way. In the very first 1 to 2 years, it can be quite stressful. Especially I had a business partner. It didn't work as well because I didn't take as much profit home because we had to split that, right? Fast forward to when I started my second video business. This is when the second one started. The second one started in 2019 and I built this to 2021. In this period of time, we grew it to a 30K per month business at the highest it got to. Now that business was very lean. I had a contractor videographer, I had an editor that would be working 2 days a week, and I had a VA that would do all my admin stuff. Now I was the main video guy. This is a solo business that I was running and it was super profitable and it was a lot of fun. Now this business grew really quickly, but it got to a point where I was like, I want a change. I want to do something different and I want to give back because I actually had a lot of people asking me, how did you do this? And I decided in 2021 to become a business coach, which is where I am right now. 2021 to now is when I stepped into business coaching, where we've coached over 230 plus video businesses around the world, helped our clients generate millions and millions of dollars, teaching the systems and the frameworks. And within this period of time in here, I have learned more about running a video business, working in the trenches with clients on how to build systems, how to build these better models. And throughout this whole journey, there's 2 journeys that I've been on. There's the one of building a business that from hustle to grinding and being a freelancer. And there's the one of more profit and the leaner business model, which is my second video business. And I want to talk about the new old way and the new way because how this relates in the model to you is you probably have this old version of a video business, in my opinion. And I want to show you what that new way looks like. So the old way for me, and this is probably for you, is quoting jobs. I remember in that very first video business, I was quoting every job. I would take on everything that would come to me. I would chase leads. I was calling everyone. I was messaging everyone, you name it, I was doing it. I would build custom projects. I would build a pitch deck. Every new client that came through, they would get a new pitch deck that I would create for them. I would have inconsistent revenue. We got to 15, 20K per month, but it wasn't profitable. It wasn't a consistent, profitable business at the time. And what we really were doing is creating a business that we really didn't like. And I didn't enjoy it. I was drained at the end of that business when I sold it. And I got to a point where I said, I just need a bit of a break because I was drained out. And when looking back on some of these photos, I was a little bit slimmy here and go to here a little bit fat. And looking back, I knew when I started my new video business, I needed to build a leaner model. I need to build something that's more creative and more fun. So when I moved to Perth, this is when the new version of this, I didn't know at the time this was happening, but I knew I wanted something different. And over the last 5 years, we've fine-tuned this by working with clients directly in their businesses. So the new version or the new way is building one clear productized offer, which I'm going to go through in a couple of minutes. We track leads using a simple funnel. We don't wait for organic or referrals. We get leads to come through us through paid marketing. We have a system that pre-qualifies leads. We only work with people that we really want to work with, your dream customers, people who have the money, have the finances to pay you, and are going to pay you for your projects and value your work. We deliver through repeatable systems. So we have systems in place to actually deliver the products and services that you want to sell. We move clients into monthly retainers where they pay you on a consistent basis, and we build consistent compounding revenue, which increases our profit margins within our business. And the last one is we have more time, profit, and creative freedom. Now, if that sounds like you, I want to share with you how this model actually works and show you the breakdown of it. So this new way is what I call the alchemy of scale. And the alchemy of scale has 4 key things that we need to get right and master to have this 30 to 50K per month video business. Now, the first one is mastery, and mastery is all about that inner game. I know you've heard it before. You need to work more on yourself than you do on your business. I know that sounds crazy, and I'm going to go for the strategies of how all the offers and stuff in a second. But Tony Robbins says it best is that 80% of success is coming from your mindset, not actually the 20%, which is the work that you do. So 20% of actually the actions, the systems, the things you sell is the stuff. The 80% is the inner game, the stuff that you work on. And I found this to be true. When I built my second video business, I went all in on coaches, mentors. I got spiritual coaches, I got business coaches, I got life coaches, you name it. I spent over $200,000 on coaching just to become a master in what I do. And I didn't know that early on in my journey, this very first photos in the very first early days, that investing in coaching and books and education was that mastery part for me that helps me build this model, right? And when I started to build this also came to the second part, because the second part of this alchemy of scale and building a business that you love is offer architecture. And what I mean by offer architecture is actually building offers within your business, not just custom creative everything, building offers that you love to deliver that is systemized in a way that can help your customers as well, right? The third one is acquisition, and this is about consistent lead flow, not relying on referrals and word of mouth. And then delivery leverage is actually building automations, systems, and project management systems and team to deliver your projects to clients without you having to do all of it. This is how you reduce the amount of hours you work in the week and get it down to less than 20 hours a week. If you want to work less than that, you can as well if you build this right. So we're going to dive deep really into offer architecture and acquisition right now, because I think these are the most important things to think about. I would love to go through all of this, but obviously this is something that we actually coach and mentor this whole system. So if you want to work with this, there is an invitation at the end of this video that you can take to take that next step. But here's the offer overview and the acquisition overview. So jumping straight into it, I want to talk about the business model, that what it looks like as a 30 to 50K per month video business. So for some people, building a business to 30, 50K per month doesn't seem like a lot. For some people, this seems like a lot. And if you're in the case of it seems like a lot, I'm going to tell you right now, 30 to 50K per month is not a lot, and we can get there when we have the right products and systems in place. And hey, maybe you've tried to build your business to this point before, but I can tell you right now, it's probably because you're still in the old way of thinking like a freelancer, taking on every job, taking on every niche, working with every project, saying yes to everyone. This new way is having clear products that you sell to clear dream customers. We don't have a lot of stuff to do. We have clear products, and this is what's going to make it easy. So the first one is what we call a productized front-end offer. And a productized front-end offer, essentially the goal of this is to attract and convert new clients quickly into a tangible win. So this could be a brand video, this could be a website video, it could be a promo video, it could be a 1-month content package, a 3-month content package. It can be a number of couple of things, but the goal of this is to have it as a product, something you can sell off the shelf, right? It's taking what you already have and packaging up in a way that you can present this to someone tomorrow and they can buy it. This is actually something we teach our clients to do. We build this with them. The second thing is what we call a partnership retainer. And a partnership retainer is taking people from these once-off projects and putting them into a 6 to 12 month long, even longer retainer. And a retainer is where they pay you 3 to 10K plus per month, depending on what that is. Now, there's different versions of retainers, and we talk about this in lots of other trainings on our YouTube channel. But the retainer is essentially the recurring revenue within your business. Instead of going and doing one 30K month, it's doing 30K every month without bringing a new client on board. And that is a completely different business model to doing one 30K big project. And I've chatted to so many people over the years who run video businesses who sell 30 or 50K big projects that take them 4 or 5 months to deliver, and they don't have consistent recurring revenue. Those are not retainers. Retainers is where a client is you're consistently solving a problem for them on a monthly basis on a recurring product. That's what a retainer is. So let's talk about how we can actually build this to 30 or 50K per month, because I want to give you some real life examples of this. So one way you can do this, and I call this the partnership way, whereas you don't have the front end offer, you might just have the partnership retainer. Again, I recommend both ways, but this is one way, is you could have 10 clients paying you 3K per month. That would be a 30K per month business. Again, if you want to do this at 50K, I would change the price point to 5. Now, let's say you even had a 10K offer. We have a couple of clients who have a 10K offer. You'd only need 3 clients, right? It's not a lot of clients. Now, depending on what service or product, what you're actually solving for them is depending on what the price point is. The minimum I recommend for our clients is 3K per month. That's a starting point. The second example is where we actually have the productized offer and the partnership offer. This is where you might sign 2 clients per month on a 7.5K brand video or content package and brand video put together. And you might do 15K per month just from that. And then the second part of this is having 5 clients on a 3K per month retainer. Again, the partnership offer is a harder sell when it comes from, especially from a paid ad. We sell the front end offer first and then upgrade people to the back end offer. That's how we do it and that's how we coach it. So this is my preferred way because you can get paid for projects up front and then it's a lot easier once you've worked with someone. The hardest dollar to earn when it comes to selling video services is the first dollar. Once you've sold a client one package, you've done a great job, you've delivered it, and you delivered on what you promised, it's really easy to have that conversation about upgrading to the next thing if they're the right fit. Very important. Right? So let's talk about the acquisition because, well, it's great having these offers now. How do we get customers? A very simple strategy that we teach is running Facebook, Meta, Instagram ads to attract your dream customers. So at the front here, you run an ad, which we call a power offer ad. And this power offer ad is taking your productized service, this one here, and putting it into an ad. And you say, hey, we're looking for this many people who we can work with to solve this problem, to deliver this thing. They then go, hey, I'm interested in this. I raise their hand. They book in a call with you using a VSL funnel. So VSL to book call. So there's a video here that explains your offer and then they go down and book a call. And then you have a Zoom call with them and you talk about the offer. And because they've come through this ad, they've seen a video, they've seen you, built trust with you. This is where they come to the call pre-qualified, they're ready to work with you and they just need to basically work out the logistics with you when you present the offer. You don't need to be really good at sales to make this work, because the marketing does the work for you. The funnel does the pre-selling for you. They come to the Zoom call and they go, hey, love what you do. I'm all about it. And they're just going to work out the logistics. So if you're terrible at sales, you don't need to be great at sales. This is where we've got clients of ours who've never done sales calls before, have been able to transition clients because they're coming to you. You're not chasing them. The cool thing is, and this is a really weird feeling when it happens, once your calendar's full of dream customers, you get to pick and choose. Like you don't have to sign everybody. You get to choose, right? That's the cool thing. The next part of this is a lean team. Now, when we're building this model of a 30 to 50K per month business, this is the team structure I recommend and keeping it very simple. The first one is having a virtual assistant. Now, the virtual assistant is someone who can manage your inbox, your admin, your invoices, chase clients up if they haven't paid their invoices, can do all your scheduling for content for clients and for yourself, can write your copy using ChatGPT. You can teach them that. They can pretty much do everything. This is something that has been the glue of my business for many years, is having someone who takes over all the admin stuff, where I can switch off my computer and work is getting done from my team. The second one is a remote editor. Now you can use local editors. Think of it as the same, having someone who takes over all the editing. When you're building a video business, the very thing that stops a lot of people growing is hanging on to the editing. Now, if you're stuck at that 10 to 20K mark and you're not having the freedom you want, it's because you don't have an editor. And this is one of the very first hires that we get our clients to do, because as soon as you get an editor on board, it allows you to bring on more customers, able to work with more people, and it gets you so much time back, right? Editors is literally, one of the main hires that you need to do. There's first two. The third one, and this is optional, it depends how fast you grow and depends on your workload, is a contract videographer. We don't recommend getting a full-timer at the starting point, unless they're going to come on board and do editing and video, which some of our clients have done. I've seen them do a very great job of that. I usually hire them per shoot. This way you're more profitable. They're not in your payroll, and you hire them per project. So if you're having a bit of a dry month, you don't have to go shoot. And the new model of this with these retainer models, by the way, is you don't have to shoot 3, 4, 5 times a month. You might be shooting once a quarter because you might be filming and batching their content, or you might film every 2 months. You don't need to do a lot of shoots. And the longer you work with a client, you actually stockpile a lot of the B-roll with clients. So that's a bit of a hack. And this is where you don't need to be shooting as much as you probably are. Compared to custom quoting, you're shooting every week. You're out doing events, filming stuff, and pretty much everything. With weddings, you're shooting every weekend. Yeah, that's where you get stuck. So this is the lean version of this. And this is what I suggest keeping lean. If you want to build a bigger team, that's fine. My suggestion, what I found to work best, is making it work with a leaner team with these 3 main hires is the best approach, right? So I want to be very clear. You don't need 100 clients or a massive team to build a 30 or 50K per month video business. You just need 5 to 10 great clients, one clear front end offer, one retainer structure. And that's exactly how we help our clients create more freedom and scale without chaos, right? Now, you're probably thinking, this is great, Ed, I've seen this, I get it. Has this worked for other people? And of course, I want to share with you, not to prove or show anything, just to really just show you that it's working for people who are in our world right now, who are inside our community. So Nemo here, he's been with us for a couple of years now. When he first started working with us, freelance videographer, he now signs on an average basis, 7.5K deals and 6K deals throughout our community on a monthly basis, doing around about 20K per month at the moment, right? Vihan, when he first joined us, he did 5K in his first 2 weeks after joining. And I remember he sent me a message like, hey dude, like we literally have done 21K in our first month. And he started from scratch, had 0 following on his social page. He tried ads before, but they weren't working. And he was actually very skeptical working with us. And I remember him being on a call with our team and he's like, dude, I need to make sure this works. And I said, dude, look, this is what it is. This is what we do. If you want to do it, this is it. This is the next step. He took that jump, he made that investment into the program and did 21K in his first month, which more than covered his investment. I can tell you that from off bat. In his first month, he's now having a lot of success, which is really, really cool. Now, there's a bunch of other case studies. I don't want to bore you this. You can go and watch these on our channel and watch more of them. But Ross went from 2K per month to 20K per month in less than 6 months from Do Good Studios. We had Guillaume from Blue House Media. He went from 0. He had actually built a successful video business on doing these big projects. He still does these big projects, but he had no recurring revenue and had no way of getting retainers. He went from 0 to 50K per month in less than 12 months. As the last time I chatted to him, I actually did an interview in our community. He's doing over 100K per month in his video business and has a small, lean team and super profitable, which is so cool to see. Andrew built a 30 to 50K per month video agency and had predictable clients, had a studio space and built it really quickly where he had a lot of success into his business. Flynn, he went from being a freelancer, he was working at actually an agency at one point, and then he came to us and he said, hey, I'm starting from scratch. What do I need to do? We gave him the blueprint and said, hey, this is going to take some time. Built it to 40K per month within 12 months. And yeah, had a lot of great success. Another one is Zach. He did $124,000 in video deals in less than 3 months. I do not recommend this, but when he gave us his testimony, that's the result that he did. He's built a 50K plus per month video business now and had a lot of great success from using the same ads and systems that we've taught him over the years. Another one is Nelson, who is from Vibes Creative. You may or may not have seen his ads before. He runs a video podcast in Gold Coast, Australia. He went from 8K per month to 64K per month in less than 12 months, signing retainers from ads. And he was signing 10K plus retainers. So he was selling a bigger package than most people that I'd recommend, but he had a team behind him to support it. And he moved into a studio space and he's doing over 100K per month right now, which is really, really cool since I last chatted to him. So to kind of summarize this, I've been in this space for 8 years, right? I've done thousands and thousands of coaching calls. We've coached over 250 plus video clients in the world. We know what works, what doesn't. We get to see front hand what works. We've generated over $10 million plus that clients have actually told us that they've generated through our marketing, sales, and delivery systems. Now, I'm not showing you to impress you. I'm just showing you that this stuff works. So what I just showed you is the model. You can take this and go and implement it yourself. But I want to lead back to what I said at the start, is if you want us to help you build this and you want us to help you get to 30 to 50K per month in the next 12 months, and you want to take that next step and you want to work with us and you vibe with us and you're vibing this video, you like my vibe, you want to work with us and be in our community. We run in-person events. We coach and mentor on a weekly basis with our clients, very hands-on. If you want to work with us, find me on Instagram, DM me the word mastermind. We can have a chat through DM. We don't have to do a sales call. We can have a chat, see if it's the right fit. If it is, we can send you some info on what that next step looks like. And hey, if it's not, and you're not ready yet, just reply back to this video. If you're not ready yet, that's totally cool. If you are and you're ready and you want to take that next step, you can take that next step. Just message me the word mastermind. If you're not, go watch our YouTube content. We bring out 2 to 3 videos a week. And on our Instagram page, we post short form content to help you grow your video business. My goal is to share with you the insights of what's working right now. And in this video, that's what's working. If you are sick and tired of the old way and you want to build your business in a new, leaner, more profitable way, there's going to be some work to put in, but we're here to help you. But if you're never going to work with us, that's totally cool. Hopefully you're giving some insights on how to grow your video business. That's it for this video. Hope you get some insights from this. And if you're looking to work with us, take that next step with us. You know, you can make an informed decision. There's no pressure here. If you want to take that next step, just message me on Instagram, the word mastermind, and we can take that next step. If there's not something you want to do, that's totally cool. No hard feelings. We hope that we leave you better than we found you. So one of our core values of our business is to leave people better than we found you. And if you got value from this, I'll also love to know. That's it for this video, and hope you take these steps here and implement this into your business.